Womp. Alright. The heart of the myth. The ending to, well, the last raid, and then the ending to the Alliance raid. Let's see what this one's about. Oh, Mance. 'Tis good of you to come, but I'm afraid there's still no word from Kryl and Graha. They're working as fast as they can to compile the findings of our investigation. I shouldn't doubt. But between the Phantom Realm's etheric data and the Monument's epigraph, they have much and more to review. Now, while awaiting developments, I had a mind to pay Snoigium a visit in the Omphalos. If you aren't otherwise preoccupied, you should come too. Hey, Davis. She has become something of a fixture here. So focused is she on her work that she often neglects taking sustenance. I pray her health doesn't suffer. Yeah, these are the last 4. Actually, is that... There. I was trying to figure out what the button was. Yeah. Ashon the Wanderer is the last one. But we've actually already faced off against her as well, so... Oh, if it isn't Mance and Derek. But no Kryl or Graha, I see. Unfortunately. Speaking of whom, would you not prefer to be with them in Sharlayan? You're a researcher too, after all. I find myself much more effective in the field. Being here gives me inspiration, you see, and of late I've been mulling over the opening words of the epigraph. As beings who endure by the will of the star, we are susceptible to the influences of hopes and prayers. Thus do we commit our yokes herein, lest we stray from our purpose. The suggestion that faith has shaped the nature of the 12 paints a truly intriguing picture. Also, my headset is dying. If truth be told, I was also hoping that I might speak with the gods again. But they haven't graced us since the time we solved the mystery of the monument. They only do so on exceptional occasions, it seems. Be that as it may, I believe there might be another way to see them. When we journeyed with the gods, Azima told me that each of them wished to speak with you in private. You, Mance. If you were to call them before their heavens, I have a feeling they will answer. So, won't you give it a try? And afterwards let us know what they said. I for one see no harm in it. But if you are disinclined, then do not feel pressured. It is entirely your decision. Ah, I see. Heaven of Lightning. Oh, hi. Ah, Mats. Pleased am I that you should seek me out. I had wished to speak with you. It does me well to see that you have been dedicated yourself to crafting. In my capacity as the builder, I watch your progress upon this path with keen interest. I barely craft, but... The act of crafting embodies the spirit of improvement and advancement. 'Tis my hope that you will strive ever forward, and seize that which you most desire with your own hands. I bet if I talk to Ralgar, he'll say something about either monks or black mages. Ralgar. I hate his staff, his his robe clips through his staff. Well, well, if it isn't the dauntless Mats, full glad am I that you would thus call to me. When you and yours when you and yours investigated the origins of the Fist of Ralgar, you posited some interesting theories. The connection between myself and the Sylph's divinity in particular. You did well to draw that conclusion. Your intriguing minds have taken you far, child of man, and they will take you further still. Okay, I'm assuming the Fists of Ralgar thing was either the monk questline, or maybe it was even the, Oh, inquiring, not intriguing. Blech. Listen, Shut up. I'm assuming the Fist of Ralgar thing was either monk or, the one dungeon over in Alamigo. My patron's Alshion, or however you fucking say his name. It used to be Azima though. Speaking of whom. Ah, Mance, at last you've come. I was right to entrust your zealous scholar companion with the message. Ever since our first meeting, I knew that I simply must see you again. There is something familiar about you. You awaken forgotten feelings in me. Feelings that once smoldered like embers amidst the ashes. Perhaps you resemble someone I knew long ago. Yet whatever the reason, your presence brings me comfort and warmth. May your light ever burn bright. Hmm. Let's talk to these two. Mance, we bid you welcome. Know that though we appear to be two beings, a dual-aspected divinity, 'twas not always so. Man's hopes harbor power, and 'twas his faith, offered over millennia, that shaped us into our present form. In answer to your faith, we, the traders, shall watch over mankind as he strives for that which he desires. And I assume I can't talk to the other four until I do the dungeon, or the raid. Why, if it isn't Mance, you wish to speak, do you? Tell me, have you ever met an elemental? Many hold that they were born of me. As I mentioned, they are the voice of those who abide in the Twelveswood. At times they may seem excessive in their actions, but it is out of an abundance of love. So pray be good to them and heed their warnings. Mats, is it? I must say, there is something to be said for being summoned by a mortal. The life of man is but a drop in the great river of time. Thus are you and yours wont to rush ahead, not wasting a single moment. Be that as it may, certain sights will only come into view if one stops to look. So be not afraid to pass the time in ways which, at first, may not seem fruitful. Should you dare to do so, you may well be visited by an eye-opening experience. Such is the riches of time. Surprised she's over here, but then again we did see her. Well now, if it isn't my dear Mance, how good of you to call to me. I'm sorry if I gave you a shock by joining joining my brother in battle, but I couldn't help myself. We've always done everything together, he and I. Ah, such a joy it was to face you and yours. You displayed the self-same determination that allowed you to defy fate, and it was one surprise after another. Ah, yeah. I'm sure Sean will say something. Ah, Halone. How bold of you are to summon me, Mance. 'Tis no less that I expect from you. In recognition of your valor and deeds, I offer a word of counsel. Well do I know the power of men's hopes, of mortal faith, and there is no faith that I reject. Yet, in every age, there are those who invoke the name of the divine for their own ends. Be not misled by them. Something something, be careful, the people over in Ishgard were kind of fucked up. Pretty much. Oh, Mance, what a delightful surprise. You wished to see me, did you? I'm truly grateful that we can talk like this. As you know, I'm the goddess of love, yet that obviously doesn't mean I have a monopoly on love. For instance, my brethren love mankind with all their hearts, just like me. And whether or not Oshan is my beloved as mortals believe, I have more than enough room in my heart for everyone. Be it men or gods, I love you all alike. And needless to say, I love my adorable Dalamud too, whom you and yours gifted to me. Spoken to your satisfaction, have you? Then let us await Kryl and Graha together. There wasn't any other ones, was there? I mean, I can talk to her really quick. Yeah. Still no sign of them. Ah, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. As an adventurer, you are better traveled than most. Of all the places you have seen, what kind do you like best? Ah, Faraway lands. Ah yes, I can imagine you being given to such. The thrill of visiting unknown places is something I can understand. I myself am partial to wandering Eorzea, so rich in ether this land, and possessed of so many aspects. 'Twas when I was traveling through the Twelveswood that I encountered this fellow. I knew not how he came to be injured and alone, but I couldn't turn a blind eye. He has long since recovered, and I probably should have returned him to his forest home. But when I see him here, undaunted in the presence of gods, I can't help but feel 'twas fate that delivered him to me. Still, the day will come when we must go our separate ways. They're finally here, everyone! Ah yes, the twink and the plot device. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome back. Welcome back. How fared your work? It took longer than we anticipated, but we managed to compile our findings, and thence deliberated a course of action. Indeed, hereon we would do well to tread with caution. The waveforms we recorded with the etheric analyzer revealed an unsettling occurrence. In the course of fighting us, the gods expended a tremendous amount of their aether, so much as to dilute their very essence. Least you worry, you've done no wrong, Mance. The gods themselves wish to fight, after all. That being said, we should avoid engaging in further battles until we learn more about their true objective. To that end, we seek out the 13th and unnamed being, whose duty is to watch, unflinching. If Raha is correct, then we have no reason to believe otherwise. Said being is the Watcher on the moon. You'll be pleased to know that I've already acquired permission to use the Tower of Babel from the Ilzabard contingent, who oversee the structure with the Garlean people's leave. We're really going, then? To the moon? Huzzah! I wonder what the Watcher is like. If there are no other matters, then let us set forth at once. If you wish to speak with the gods, best to seek them out now. They may not be there later. I don't think I can talk to the other three. So yeah. No, just casually spending 1,300 gil. Greetings, Heidelin's champion. You are ever welcome here, as are your companions. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you, Watcher. We have come hoping that you would answer some questions for us. Questions about Heidelin. We have deciphered the monument at the heart of the Phantom Realm, in addition to the names and duties of the 12. It speaks of one who is unnamed, who shall watch unflinching. Are we correct in assuming that that individual is you? The 12 have existed for eras. If you know aught about them, will you not share your knowledge with us? They have a desire which they claim can only be fulfilled through battle with mankind. We wish to understand what that is. Please. So, man has managed to come this far. Very well. You have earned the right to know. Remember, however, that I am but a creation. Though I have been imbued with some memories of the past, they are far from complete. First of all, I am indeed the unnamed being the monument describes. An entity created by Heidelin to serve a purpose alongside the 12. Together, they were charged with preserving equilibrium on a sundered and unstable star. Like myself, they were given shape from people who once existed. And like myself, they believed that the world should be entrusted to the new life that had emerged. While I do not possess detailed memories of that time, Vana selected those she deemed best suited to their respective duties. That would explain why the 12 appear to have personalities like mortals. The men and women they once were influenced their personalities, yes, but so too did the faith of mortals. Knowingly or no, when men pray, they will the object of their worship to assume a form that